Because
Earl?
oil.
Earl.
Oil. Like
Earl.
what you put in a car. Oil.
Yeah, Motor Earl.
Yeah, that was, it was old. No, it's old. He's like, no, that's OLE. That means like old. I'm talking about oil.
Yes.
No, you're wrong.
Alright, guys, we all streaming. Just so you know. We got like a couple more minutes. Because I have a feeling one or two more clouds are going to fall out the ceiling. So I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. I know I did. I ate a lot. Sat around a lot. It was fun.
Hey.
Man, I tell you, always streaming, everybody shuts up. It's like, what the hell? I can tell you more.
Tell us a joke.
They ain't started yet.
Oh, why?
The stream started, not jokes.
That's right. It's the preface, the warm-up section.
Jokes don't
I'll
start.
fling the camera around, look at everybody.
There.
Jokes don't start until it's done with his
Thank you, Mommy.
Boudreaux stories.
Everybody's dressed nice. Peppa's in her sweater. Puffy sweater.
I am. It's been snowing. I was cold. I needed.
Wow.
He's here. He sees him. Looking all slick like always. Look at that man wearing a pink suit and looking good. People gonna think I'm gay. I gotta be quiet. Be careful.
It's a really light.
Hey, you never know.
Let's say it against his white shirt to know it's pink.
Hi, Lotus. Hi, Morgan.
Oh my god, I didn't even say hi to Morgan. Hi, Morgan.
See, y'all all's right. A couple more people did drop in.
Yeah.
And with that, we got enough people to start. Alright, everybody. Welcome to Hooligans Underground. Welcome to another week. Standing room only. Give yourselves a big hand. A late happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Hope y'all had a very good Turkey Day, Thursday. And hopefully, like me, y'all had a long weekend.
Yeah, very long.
4 whole days off.
Hi. Hope you had a nice turkey time too there, Nick. Hope you had a good time.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. And I didn't burn no houses down. That's always a plus.
That's good news.
Did you deep fry a turkey?
I did not fry a turkey. We roasted it in the oven, the classic way. They come out delicious. Now we do use, y'all probably don't have it everywhere, but it's called Cajun Injector. Y'all probably have Injector.
I bet
This is Cajun Injector. You inject the turkey, shoot that son of a bitch up with all them juices. That's
You inject the turkey with Cajuns?
Cajun juices, spices, scents, fragrances, all them good things.
Fucking thing.
Nice and creamy.
Yeah.
I had someone offer me a Cajun injector outside of Popeye's chicken wings.
All right, bro. That's the last place you want to get it, is outside of Popeyes, bro. Sorry. You're better off at Kentucky Fried Chicken. Alright, y'all, Boudreaux. I know y'all waiting.
Boudreaux.
Boudreaux, he went out one night, and he had a little bit too much to drink. Now, as he staggered home, put his empty bottles, little whiskey bottles, in his back pocket. You know, because what else you gonna do?
Yeah.
He gets to his house, and you know them houses out there, they raised. They're above the ground for when the water comes up. So he's walking up them front steps to his house. He tripped. He fell backwards, rolled all the way down to the bottom,
Oh my goodness.
and he broke both of them bottles that was in his back pocket.
Uh-oh.
Hey.
Cut himself up real good. Blood
Oh
everywhere.
no.
Yeah.
On
So
the
he
flat.
finally makes it inside. Shit was hurting, so he backs up to the mirror, drops his drawers, he's checking it out in the mirror, grabs some, he better cover it, some Neosporin, Band-Aids, covering up all the cuts on his ass. Very next morning, Marie, he said, Boudreaux, I see you came home drunk again last night. Marie, he said, hey, Cher, how you know that? Well, because you put Band-Aids all over the mirror again.
Oh my gosh.
Bobby wrote Neosporin all over it, too.
Yeah.
That's good.
Dumbass.
Right?
It's got the image of a dirty old Cajun leaning over, looking at his butt in the mirror.
And that's what you're gonna inject in a turkey? A dumbass like that?
I wasn't thinking of injecting anything. You know. Alright. Way back, when Thibodeau and Clotilde, when they was first dating each other, they first started, hanging out. They was sitting out on the back porch one evening, and Thibodeau, he spotted one of his bulls out in the field, and the bull was doing a nasty to one of them cows out there.
Uh-oh.
Now, you know Thibodeau. Nasty son of a bitch. That put him in the mood. He was getting the feeling. So he started rubbing on Clotilde. He leaned over and he says, I sure like to be doing what that bull is doing right now. And Clotilde, without any hesitation, she says, well, go ahead, Thibodeau. After all, she is your cow.
I know that one coming.
I don't know if I can go over there and say, hey, Mr. Bull, my turn. I had a sloppy second to that. Ooh-wee.
Yeah.
Or thirds, as it turns out.
I was going to pull jokes right off the top, but I didn't.
So pull them out in the middle.
Yeah, yanking them out the middle.
From the bottom.
Alright. One night, Boudreaux whispered his sweet nothings at night in bed, afterwards. Boudreaux whispered into Marie's ear, says, wait, hold on, do I got this right? Yeah, Boudreaux says, he said, would you get married again if I died today? Marie, she says, well, yeah, I guess I would. And Boudreaux says, he said, would you sleep in this very same bed with your new man?
Ooh.
Marie says, well, it's the only damn bed we got. I guess I'd have to.
Uh-oh.
Boudreaux said, Marie, would you make love to him in this bed? Marie says, shit, I guess, since he would be my new husband and all. Then Boudreaux says, Marie, would you give him my pick-em-up truck?
God.
No. Marie said, no, Boudreaux, I would not give him your pickup truck. You know Thibodeau can't drive no stick shift. That's your buddy, you know that. Spin the camera around a little bit, y'all.
Sometimes it's best not to ask no questions. Sometimes it's just better not ask no
Alright,
questions.
I'm gonna do one more before gonna call for open mic. I
Okay.
gotta find just the perfect one.
Perfect one.
The perfect one. This one here is about the Saints. Nah, they doing so bad this year. They can't even make the playoffs. Can't even do it. Neither can LSU.
Damn.
We're not gonna talk sports. They both suck. Alright, here we go. I'm just yanking it. Right here. Random. Boudreaux recently had a surgery, y'all. And as he was waking up in the recovery room, he opened his eyes and he seen Marie standing there. Now he's being all groggly eyes. He looks up, he says, Marie, so beautiful. And then he drifted off to sleep, back in almost comatose. Well, that made Marie feel pretty damn good about herself. And a little while later, he woke up again. He looked over at Marie. He says, oh, yeah, you good looking woman, yeah. And he went back to sleep. Well, Marie was a little disappointed with that one. Wasn't quite as good as beautiful. So she slapped him. She woke his ass up. Slapped him upside the head. What the hell happened to beautiful? Boudreaux, oh, guess the drugs is wearing off.
You gonna need a
Call the nurse, call the nurse. Alright, open mic time.
I have a
Alright.
few.
Alright.
Come
Alright,
on.
everybody. Let's welcome our Pepper to the
Pepper's
stage.
coming up.
Hey, Pepper.
Hey, Pepper.
Hey, Pepper.
Hi. How's
Hi.
everyone tonight? Two
How
guys
you?
sitting at a local bar having a drink. One begins to insult the other. He shouts, I slept with your mother.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Bar falls silent as everyone waits to see how the other man will respond. The first man yells again, I slept with your mother. The second man looks over to him and says, go home, Dad, you're drunk.
some people are just shit stirrers, huh?
A cowboy told his grandson the secret to a long life. He said, you gotta sprinkle a little gunpowder on your oatmeal. If you do, you'll live to a nice ripe old age. So the cowboy did this religiously every day, and sure enough, he lived to the ripe old age of 96. When he died, he left behind 4 children, 8 grandchildren, 15 great-grandchildren, and a 16-foot hole in the wall of the crematorium.
I'm
Explosive.
A cop on a horse says to a little girl on a bike, did Santa bring you that bike? Yes, replies the little girl. Well, you better tell him to put a reflector on that light next year, and I'll fine her $5. The little girl looks up at the arrogant cop and says, nice horse you've got there. Did Santa bring you that horse? The cop laughs and says, he sure did. Well, says the little girl, next year, tell Santa that the big dick goes underneath the horse and not on top of it.
Oh.
A man goes to see the Pope. Your Holiness, I work for KFC and we'll offer you $10 million to change the wording of the Lord's Prayer from give us this daily bread to give us our daily chicken. The Pope is a goss. I can't just go changing God's word for money. The man ups the offer. $50 million. Think of all of the good the church could do with that kind of money. Still, the Pope shakes his head. I already told you. I just can't do it. I'm sorry. The man leans in and says, Okay, Your Holiness, my final offer. $100 million. Take it or leave it. The next day, the Pope gathers all of the cardinals and the deacons and announces, I have some good news and some bad news. The good news is we just secured $100 million in church funding. The bad news is we just lost the Wonder Bread account. Thank you.
Hey!
All right, Pepper.
Good job.
All right, big hand for Pepper, y'all.
That was good.
The Wonder Bread account. All right, Boudreaux, he wants a divorce. Actually, Marie wants the divorce.
Oh.
But Boudreaux do not want a divorce. So he called a lawyer. He says, why does Marie want to divorce me? I thought I was a very good husband. The lawyer replies, he said, well, Marie said, you've been a good husband most of the time. But there's 3 certain behaviors of yours that cannot be excused. Drives her crazy. Can't take it no more. She said, you always picking your nose. Disgusting. And you always use cold water when you're washing the dishes. And the final thing is, you never ever let her on top when you make love. Well, it's the best part. Now, Boudreaux, he thinks for a minute. He says, well, 20 years ago, when I asked her daddy if I could marry her, he made me promise 3 things. He said, number 1, I got to keep my nose clean. And number 2, I got to stay out of the hot water. And number 3, I got to stay on top of things.
That's
Upholding his
Always keeps
part of
his
the
promise.
deal. I don't know about that third one. No, I had to let that one slide. Maybe I'm just lazy. Like that. I think that's what it is. Alright, Boudreaux was walking to work the other morning when Thibodeau saw him. Thibodeau walks over there. He says, hey, Boudreaux, I got me some of the best white lightning ever produced. Why don't you come have some drink with me? Well, Boudreaux said, no, man, you know I'm on my way to work. I can't take no drink. And Thibodeau, he ain't gonna give up that easy. He said, come on, man, don't be a wuss. Take a drink. Boudreaux said, no, man, I can't. I got to work. Safety first. Well, Thibodeau pulls out his double-barrel shotgun, holds it up to Boudreaux. He says, take a goddamn drink now. Right now. So Boudreaux took a drink. I mean, double-barrel shotgun straight to your body. You gonna take a drink? He took that drink. He swallowed that whole shot glass full. Big old spoon. Said, hoo-wee, that's some strong stuff, man. Killing me. Thibodeau, he said, yeah, I know. Here. He gives him the shotgun. He said, now you let me take a drink. All right, y'all. I have to explain. Even Thibodeau was scared to take a drink.
Wow.
Gotta have a gun loaded on against your head. All right. Forget it.
That one just went right over everybody.
Do y'all even know what moonshine is?
Yeah.
Moonshine. Yeah, that's heavy duty stuff. They made
Is that
some
what
of
I
that.
called it? Did I call it moonshine? Or did
Yeah,
I
you
call it something else?
Yeah, they have moonshine in New York now.
They do?
Yeah.
What'd they make it out of?
I have absolutely no idea. I think they import it from the States.
Oh shit.
Down here we make it out of either potatoes or sugar cane.
Ooh. Oh, I bet that's sweet stuff.
Yeah, that's very sweet.
Mm.
Alright, one more. Nope, not this one. That was the stupidest one I ever read, y'all. I was about to do
Oh,
it
well, now you
again.
gotta tell that one.
Right?
Honey, just did.
Don't threaten us with a good time.
Well, come on now,
Yeah,
trust me
okay.
on it. You gotta trust me sometimes. Sometimes they got bomb written all over 'em.
You should write
Thibodeau was doing some work for Boudreaux down at the farm. And Boudreaux had sent him way out toward the back of the property to fix the fences. That was in the morning. Well, about mid-afternoon rolls around and Boudreaux ain't seen or heard from Thibodeau all day.
Wow.
He should have been finished that fence a long time ago. So Boudreaux, he gets on that CB radio and he calls out for Thibodeau. Thibodeau, he responds, he said, "Boss, I'm running late. I hit a pig.
Uh-oh.
I hit a pig and I'm stuck out here." Now Boudreaux says, "Well, don't worry about it, Tib. It's just a pig. Shit happens. Drag it off to the ditch so nobody else hits it, and then come on back." Well, Thibodeau says, "But boss, he's still alive. And he's pretty big. He might hurt me." Boudreaux says, "Look, underneath the truck, the seat in the truck, get my shotgun. Just shoot the damn pig, throw the carcass in the ditch, and come on back."
Wow.
Well, Thibodeau says, "All right, boss, whatever you say." Now, a little while later, still no Thibodeau. So Boudreaux get back on that CB radio. He calls him again. He said, "Tib, what's taking you so long?" "Boss, I done what you told me to do, but I'm still stuck." And Boudreaux asked me, he said, "Did you do exactly what I told you? I told you shoot him, drag him off the road." Thibodeau, he said, "Yeah, I did that, okay. But his motorcycle is still up under the truck."
Oh.
All right, open mic. In case there's a law enforcement officer that rides a motorcycle for a living, that wasn't about you. Don't take it personal.
Motorcycle cop. Yeah.
That was a joke about your dad.
I don't even think we still got them around here no more.
I'll go next
Only
week.
for the parades.
Hey, Chandrita.
Yay!
Hey, Sandrita's wants to go next.
Yay!
Open mic, y'all. Did y'all hear me?
Chandrita!
Okay.
Sandrita says she wants to go.
Let me get out the way. Chandrita's coming up. Here she
Hey,
is.
Sandrita!
All right, everybody. Let's welcome up Chandrita.
All right, thank you. Whoops, I just fell off the stage.
Careful now. I ain't got no
We're
insurance.
having some of that moonshine already.
Yeah, that's what it is. All right, here we go. Okay, so, hi everybody.
Hi.
So, my mother, she was born a Dalit, or an untouchable, in Jharkhand, India. And, yeah, and my father is from Costa Rica, a descendant of the Caribbean Maleku tribe. So that means I'm half Indian and half Indian.
Half and half make a whole.
Yeah, on Thanksgiving, I don't know whether to make curry or complain about the government. Now, being an untouchable in India meant that my mother faced some very severe discrimination and poverty there. So when she came to the United States, she was very excited to be liberated and able to start her own business, which she did, a house cleaning and office cleaning service. The problem with that, though, is when I was 6 years old, she said to me, "Put down those Barbie dolls and go clean the Chrysler building."
The Chrysler building.
Yeah, my mother, she has that old world work ethic. So as an untouchable in India, she used to break rocks for a living with a sledgehammer, like dressed in a sari, that Indian dress, the sari. And she had, the bindi, the red dot on her head, and a sledgehammer in her hand, and she would just break rocks in a field. Now, why would anyone need anybody breaking rocks with a sledgehammer, you might ask? Well, that's how they stoned the adulterers.
Oh, wow. Everybody here was high.
Yeah, that's one big difference between modern American culture and old world Indian culture. Getting stoned has a whole different connotation.
Yeah.
Now, my father, who is from Costa Rica, he left us in New York when I was 5 years old. He ran off to California. I never saw him again. My mother told me he had died in the war. And when I got old enough to question it, I said, "Ma, what war?" She said, "The Indo-Costa Rican War." I said, I didn't know India went to war with Costa Rica. She said, "We kept our voices down so as not to wake you up."
That's cute.
Oh, I get it.
That's so cute.
India won.
Uh-huh.
Look, I can't blame my father for leaving. The guy was born and raised in the tropical paradise of Costa Rica. Then he moves to the dirty, noisy, crowded city of New York. War-torn Afghanistan must have looked more appealing to him. At least the Afghanistan desert has sunlight for more than the 95 seconds a day the sun peers between the MetLife building and the Vanderbilt Tower. My father lived with my mother and me until I was old enough to take out the trash and fix the toilet, and then he moved out to the West Coast. On my fourth birthday, he gave me a very realistic dollhouse for my Disney princess dolls. It had little plastic pipes under all of the sinks and a circuit breaker in the basement, and he said to me, "You and Ariel figure out how to clear that stack blockage in the main waistline. You got a year, kid."
Oh my gosh.
Ew.
I knew I had graduated the day I went to show him the old S-trap I replaced, and he handed me a plunger like it was Excalibur and knighted me Dame Flush-a-Lot. He was gone for good the next day. My mother didn't help in keeping him around. Let's just say she's not the easiest person to get along with. You know that line from the song When Doves Cry that goes, "Maybe you're just like my mother, she's never satisfied"? I said, "Ma, why didn't you tell me all this time that Prince was my half-brother?" I always thought that my mother would make a great undercover air marshal for the TSA. As soon as the terrorists pull out their plastic knives and shoe bombs, my mother would be like, "Sit down, you amateurs. I've been hijacking my daughter's self-esteem for decades."
Damn.
Wow.
Damn, the mom from hell.
But you
Oh,
know,
dearest.
I didn't come here today to tell jokes.
Well,
You
you're
did a
doing a
pretty
good
good
job
job
at
of
not
it.
doing what you was going to do.
No, instead I have a song parody for everybody.
All right.
All right. Woo!
All right, let me get my guitar here. Okay. So, everybody knows the song Imagine by John Lennon, right?
Yep.
That's
Yeah.
murder people.
That's the one. Go ahead, sing it, Jim.
I don't know all the words. I don't know all the words.
That's okay. Yeah, that's the one. So it's something like, "Imagine all the people," right? That's the one. So I'm using that song today for my song parody, and it's a scathing rebuke of the medical industry, and it's called "Examine." Here we go.
Huh?
Examine in succession the patients by and by, their medical medical insurance will pay for us to pry. Examine all the people giving us their dough. Examine them bi-monthly. Don't make it hard to do. Keep them coming back now. We'll push drugs on them too.
Yeah.
Examine all the people, and we'll find some disease. You may say I'm a doctor, but I'm just a charlatan. I'm here to take your money and get you hooked on Wellbutrin.
Or fentanyl.
Imagine no physicians. I wonder if you can. No one needed blood work, unnecessary scans. Examine all the people all around the world. You may say I'm a pusher who doles out prescription drugs.
Yep.
I hope someday I can treat you so I can buy myself designer scrubs.
That's awesome.
Thanks, everybody.
Well done,
That was
Chandrina.
great.
Well
Way to go, Chandrina. Alright.
All right,
Yeah,
big
that was
hand for
excellent.
Chandrita, y'all.
Hey!
Hey, more hands.
That was good. I like that one.
Uh-huh.
True, too.
And Chandrina, your mic, the new mic you have works a lot better than the other one does.
Oh, good. I'm so glad. Thanks for that.
Yeah, much better.
Good.
Yeah, it sounded good.
Oh,
Yeah.
good, good.
All right, Boudreaux stopped by Thibodeau's house one day. Nope, not that one. Y'all heard that one.
Not that day.
A different joke I was thinking of. I'm gonna start hitting up AI and see if they can
Uh-oh.
write me some new jokes.
Don't count on that too well.
They probably won't. They'll probably be stupid. I got an AI program. They got this one that makes music. Like it supposedly makes professional songs out of just a riff.
Yeah.
So I downloaded it. It costs like $4 a month. I played a riff, uploaded it, and it wrote a song in words, and they had a voice on it and everything.
Wow.
Weird as shit. But that wasn't my song. So
Yeah, how
I'm
are they
gonna
going to work out
experiment. I'm gonna write
copyright
some
issues
freaky
when they're
shit.
using AI to write a song? How are they going to do copyright issues?
They got a whole chapter I read up on it. If
Oh, yeah?
if at the time you write any song, you have a subscription to them, they own it. Or they own
Ah,
a portion of it, and you get royalties if you make money off of it.
Makes sense. They're writing it, right?
but they
are,
own it.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
I did it just to try it out. It wasn't worth it. I used it once and did a few silly things. Alright, a long time ago, y'all. A long, long time ago.
How long
Believe it
ago
or not,
was it?
Boudreaux, it was so long ago, Boudreaux was smart.
How long ago was it?
Oh,
It was so long ago.
Sorry, I heard the cue. I have to go no matter what.
Boudreaux was known among his friends to be very brief and to the point,
oh.
but he never had much to say. But when he talked, people listened. Now one day, an Avon lady knocked on his door and asked to see his wife. So Boudreaux told her that Marie was not at home. Well, says the woman, could I please wait for her? Boudreaux directed her into the kitchen and left her sitting there for more than 3 hours. Now, the woman was starting to get worried. She called out for him. She said, may I ask you where your wife is? Boudreaux said, well, she down at the cemetery.
Uh-oh.
And when is she coming back? Well, I really don't know, lady. She been there about 12 years. I know, it was horrible. What is freaking choking y'all?
We're all choked up over it.
All choked up. I could go further with that analogy, but I ain't. A parish priest known as Father Abel. He's driving down to New Orleans from Lafayette, and he gets stopped for speeding. Gets pulled over. Now, the Louisiana State Trooper there, he smells alcohol on the priest's breath. And he sees an empty wine bottle down on the floorboard. He says, sir, have you been drinking? You know how police say that, right? Sir, have you been drinking?
Oh.
Just water, replies Father Abel. The trooper says, well, why do I smell wine? Now the priest looks at the police, looks down at the bottle. He says, good Lord, he done it again.
Turn the water
Turn my
into
water to
wine.
wine, yo. And a trunk full of fish, too. Well, that wasn't in the joke.
That was funny though.
That's a good topper. Write that down on that joke.
Alright, that one ain't funny. I proofread one. Y'all should be happy. I didn't tell y'all that.
We're not happy. Good to hear it.
It was about a doctor's visit. It's pretty nasty. Alright, so I'm gonna do eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I'm gonna flip pages around. I'm gonna grab one.
The Boudreaux
That's
by
the
the
one you're
toe.
getting. After they had been married for a couple years and being unsuccessful at having a baby, Boudreaux, he talked Marie to going to see the doctor to see what the hell's wrong with her. And at the doctor's office, Marie explained the problem, and the doctor told her, he says, well, I'm sure I can help you out. Take off all your clothes, get up on that table right there.
Ooh.
Marie, blushing profusely, says, well, okay, I guess so, but I really want to have Boudreaux's baby. I guess that's a no then, huh? Just be point blank, woman. Yes or no?
That was funny.
I'm going to do that again. That worked out pretty good. I'm just going to blind. I'm going to cover my eyes. I'm going to flip through the pages. This one feels good. God
You
help
could
us.
just drop them all on the floor.
I could. It might damage my floor, though. Got a big old pack. I swear some of these must be duplicates.
Must
All
be.
after they had been married for about... No. Nah, I said I was going to do it. I'm going to do it. Y'all get ready, because we call an open mic after it, because this son bitch going to bomb.
Looks like Jim is ready.
All right. After they had been married for about 20 years, Marie woke up in the middle of the night and noticed that Boudreaux was not in bed where he's supposed to be.
Uh-oh.
She got up. She went looking for him. She finally found Boudreaux sitting out on the front porch, crying like a little baby.
Oh.
She said, Boudreaux, what the hell's wrong with you? You out here crying like that. He says, you remember 20 years ago when we fooled around and you got pregnant and your papa told me either marry you or I was going to jail? Marie said, yeah, I remember that shit. Sure would. Why you crying? She thought I had up to here with this shit. Crying ass pussy. Boudreaux, bawling his eyes out, and said, well, today is the day I'd have got out of jail. He'd have been a free man. Free man. All right, y'all. I think Jimbo's in position. He's about to tackle me. About to bum rush my ass off the stage. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to get off stage.
About ready
You know,
to punch you out.
I'm a nice guy. I'm
Jimbo,
anti-violent.
Yay, Jim.
So everybody, let's welcome up Jim.
Very much. I appreciate that warm
Hey,
welcome.
Jim.
I just wanted to mention that Chandrita's song lyrics tonight were actually written by Luigi Mangione.
No shit.
Recall he's that guy, that medical executive.
Yeah.
Yep, I know.
He's on trial these days. Anyway, on October 28th this year, a wreck occurred on I-59 near mile marker 117 in Mississippi. This is a truck that was carrying rhesus monkeys from Tulane University.
Wasn't me, bro.
It
Oh,
wasn't
yeah.
Wasn't
I
me.
heard that story.
Several elderly women soon arrived after with candy bowls to collect the rhesus pieces.
Oh, that's good.
I didn't know Tulane University was in the monkey business.
Oh, yeah, bro. They got that big primate center on the North Shore.
Oh,
Renowned.
Oh.
They
All them
torturing
monkeys being killed, being slaughtered for
Oh, yeah.
Babe.
experimental purposes.
Huge
Mm.
place.
Yes.
They provide. They don't kill the monkeys. I don't think. They sell them to the labs
They
that
happen
do.
to die while in their custody. You know, kind of like the...
Well, no, I mean, like, that's what they were saying. Because everyone's like, oh no, because I live in Mississippi, people were losing their shit a little bit. You know, it's they're not biological,
Shut up, bro.
you know, and
Damn.
they're not, you know, they weren't infected with anything, they weren't tested on, they were on their way
You believe that shit, huh, bro?
to be tested.
To be
I
infected,
believe that.
so.
They breed the monkeys and sell them to
Okay.
labs and shit across the country.
Am I the only one not hearing Jim?
But you know, Mississippians just shot every fucking one of them on sight, so.
you're not hearing Sonia, and I'm waiting for Sonia to finish. So,
I will.
on the scene, the driver of the crashed truck, Nick Mammoth, was heard telling Boudreaux jokes. He said Boudreaux asked Thibodeau if the missing monkeys from Tulane were smart, and Tib said, I don't know, but they already opened a shop called Bananas and Beignets.
For being bananas.
At first, it was thought the monkeys were infected with herpes, COVID, and/or hepatitis. But some may not know that HIV/AIDS was started with a monkey bite. But many are worried this might be the beginning of a new disease, something like Mad Hattiesburg spotted fever virus disease.
Hattiesburg needs something to put them on the map.
Yeah. It turns out the monkeys weren't infected, they just needed to escape because they thought they were on the last train to Clarksville.
Good one.
Take the last train to Clarksville.
Yeah, by the monkeys.
That was good. The monkeys.
I was kicked out of an assisted living home. I was upset when my kids forced me into it. I was fuming the first weeks I was there. But one day, an orderly came up and tried to engage me in conversation. I resisted at first, but she was persistent. So I started telling her stories of my life, and she started eating peanuts I had in a jar beside my bed. So I talked and talked, and after a while, she said, "Oh my gosh, it's been 2 hours. I need to check on other people." Well, then she apologized for eating almost all my peanuts, but I said, "It's no big deal. I don't really like the peanuts. I just suck the chocolate off of them."
Apparently she swallows.
Better keep, then she's a keeper. You better keep that one.
Swallower's worth two in the bush.
And a Finch is worth
Hey,
three.
In the bush. In the bush. In the...
A woman put in her dating profile she wanted a man who wouldn't beat her, wouldn't walk away from her, and was good in bed. She agreed to meet one man at her home, and she opened the door, and the man said, "I don't have any arms, so I can't beat you. I don't have any legs, so I can't walk away from you." She asked him, "Well, what makes you think you're good in bed?" And he said, "Well, I did ring your doorbell."
Oh, good. Oh, that was good. Oh,
Come right in,
that was
mister.
good.
his nose
The
probably.
man she's looking for.
Now, got a man with a long nose. Roosters don't wear underwear because they're peckers on their head.
Well, duh.
Hello.
Men are clueless sometimes. It makes sense, though. They only have that one little tiny hole in their penis to get oxygen to their brain.
Oh. Yeah,
And there's that.
not a lot of room there.
One time an elephant saw me naked and he asked me, "How do you breathe through that thing?"
Ooh.
Go for it. Go for it, Chalice. I love it. Life is like it gets hard for no reason. It's way too short.
Oh, God.
Did you know that ants don't have dicks? If they would, they'd be uncles.
There'd probably be more than one female in the thing, too.
Not many people have seen the penis statue is only recently erected.
Oh, that's why they moved it to in front of the yoga studio.
Choking them up. Yeah, choking them up. See, it's a good thing, Nick. The boss told me to stop shortening his name to Dick. I said, "Okay, Matthew." Oh, I gotta tell you a joke. I can do that. I tried phone sex. I tried phone sex, but the holes were too small.
Damn.
You would.
He one of them old time phones, bro, with the big coffee cup size.
I should say hole. It was only, these phones today only have one hole. The doctor asked me if my penis burns after sex. I said, "I haven't tried to light it."
Hey, let me get a box of matches.
My ex-wife was upset when she heard I went to a prostitute. I said, "Well, I hadn't had sex for a month, so she wasn't aware I was willing to pay."
Oh, yeah, that would change everything, you know.
Several times.
high school, it was 3 at a time for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Now I get the 12-pack. January, February. I got upset trying to set up my password, and I tried using my penis, but the computer said it was too short. My girlfriend needed to log in, so I told her my password. She said, "Wow, you really don't want people to remember it, do you?" What about my penis is not memorable. She said I should change it. I said, "So what's wrong with using my penis?" She said, "Well, it works for me. That's leaving it so often." I lived in Texas. I went to New York to see a show. While I was there, I saw a place with a sign that read suits $5, shirts $2, pants $3. I thought, well, that's a steal. I went in and disguised my accent so the guy wouldn't try to rip me off. And I said, I want 10 shirts, 10 suits, 30 shirts, and 15 pants. The man asked me, "Are you from Texas?" I was surprised. So I asked him, how could he tell? And he said, "Well, this is a dry cleaner." Well, that's laugh. I love it. I told my girlfriend when I go, I want to go while having sex. She said, "Well, that's good. No one wants a long, drawn-out death." I told my girlfriend when I go, I want to go while having sex. She said, "That's good. At least it'll be over quickly." Told my girlfriend when I go, I want to go while having sex. She said, "Well, if you do it, that'll be the first time I felt something."
Yeah, if you're going to get emotional.
You've been a good crowd tonight. This is my last joke. So I just want to say before I go, though, that Morgan and I did a duet today, and we're going to be going and presenting it at karaoke after this. It's over at High Notes. They start at 6 p.m. Second Life time. So if you're interested, you're welcome to come along. And
All right.
now for my final joke. The street where I live used to be quiet, but they built an apartment complex down the road. Now there's so much traffic, my cat keeps getting run over. Every week, I'm down at the pet store getting another cat. So I complained to the city, and they agreed to put up a sign. The first one read school crossing, which didn't make any difference. They tried slow children at play, still no good. I told them this time I was going to put my own sign, and it actually worked. This is what it read: nudist colony. Slow down and watch for pussy.
Yeah,
That'll do it. That'll do it.
wasn't really lying either.
Way to go, Jimbo.
All right, big hand for Jim, y'all.
That was awesome. Oh, give him a kiss,
That was
Nick.
good.
Y'all know Christmas right around the corner.
Yeah, too fast.
Yeah, too fast. They already got lights up in my neighborhood. They got them
I got
up in the
lights on the
city,
boat.
on the boulevards.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's disgusting. So damn early.
Disgusting.
Give us a break.
Testing.
They're advertising
Well-
Halloween in July.
Yeah. I don't know. I just don't like seeing all that shit so early.
They're putting Christmas
All right.
lights up right after Halloween.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
We're too
Used to
fucking
be after
early.
Thanksgiving. Now it's after Halloween. Sometimes before Halloween.
Just say the F word.
I said the F word.
Oh,
I
food.
just got in trouble, y'all. Like she ain't never heard me curse.
Jeez.
I'm a good boy.
Punish him with Christmas.
Last year, fucking Boudreaux brought fucking Marie, her mama, Marie's motherfucking mama, a cemetery plot for Christmas. This year, He didn't buy her anything. Mama-in-law was pretty upset about that. Said, why you ain't give me nothing? Boudreaux said, 'cause you still ain't used what I bought you last year.
Oh my god.
They might have an expiration date. Alright, y'all, here's a really old one. The reason I know it's old is because I got a circle on it and the number 33.
The ink's faded. You can barely read it.
No, that means 19, it come from 2022. 33 seconds. That's how long it took me to do that joke at the SLB. I had all the jokes timed out by the second. Didn't matter, but I had them. Alright, Boudreaux and Thibodeau were talking yesterday. And Thibodeau had been out. Thibodeau had been home with the flu for a few days. Boudreaux asked him how he was feeling. He says, I'm a lot better, man. You know, it was a wonderful experience. Boudreaux, he said, wonderful? How having the flu could be wonderful. Well, I learned that Clotilde, she really loves me. You know that every time the mailman came by or the milkman come walking toward the front door, Clotilde, she ran out there all excited, telling them that my husband is home. My husband is home. Make me feel so good.
Not today, my husband's home.
I don't know if that's the one I read at the thing or not, because it wasn't funny. No, can't read that one. So I'm going to read the second one that's on this page. 2 jokes on this page. Thibodeau, he used to have a job as a long-haul, over-the-road trucker. And on one particular trip, he had been out on the road for 3 straight weeks. 3 weeks. It's like 21 days. It's a long time. As he was driving through Nevada, he stopped into he stopped at a whorehouse.
Oh, okay.
Right outside of Vegas. He walked straight up to the madam, dropped $500. He says, I want the ugliest woman you got in the house and a bologna sandwich. Now the madam, she's kind of taken back. She says, sir, for that kind of money, you could have one of my finest ladies and a 3-course meal.
Wow.
Listen here, Shem, says Thibodeau. I know what I want. I ain't horny. I'm homesick. Hey, that's a song. I'm going to feed that into that song. Ugly woman and bologna sandwiches. Let's see what AI can do with that.
Oh, how nostalgic.
Ugly women and bologna sandwiches. Y'all think I'm going to have that next week? Might be a poem. All right. It's 8:03. We got anybody else wants to tell a couple jokes?
No. I ain't gonna go up there after Jim's jokes.
No.
Your eyes are watering too much, you can't read.
Alright, here's one. Y'all probably heard it, but I like it. It's one of my favorites. This will be the last one. Boudreaux and Thibodeau. They worked the night shift at the shrimp peeling factory. Now, this particular night, they both wanted to go fishing because the moon was right. The tide was right, the moon was right, the water was right. Everything was right. They wanted to go fishing. Boudreaux says to Thibodeau, he says, I know how to get some time off. Thibodeau asked him how. Boudreaux said, well, you just watch this. He climbed up the side of the building, got up on the rafters, y'all. He hanging upside down like a bat. The boss man walks in. See Boudreaux up there. What the hell you doing up there? Boudreaux said, I'm a light bulb. Boss man say, man, you losing it. I think you need some time off. Now, without a second wasted, Boudreaux jumps down, heads out the door. Be gone. He's a gone pecan. Not a pecan. Not a pecan. A pecan. Thibodeau got up, started walking out too. Boss man, where the hell you going? Thibodeau says, man, I can't work in the dark. You ever tried to peel shrimp in the dark?
Probably not the
Ain't
best
gonna happen,
idea.
y'all.
Not with
Ain't
a
gonna
knife.
happen. Check my credits. Make sure I got them right before I shut it down. Okay, got it. All right, everybody. That's a wrap for tonight. I do not
Hey,
know.
thank you, Nick.
Thursday night match game. It's still set up for Thanksgiving, so I don't know what it's going to be.
It's gonna be not that then.
Yeah, it ain't going to be Thanksgiving, but it'll be something else for sure.
It'll be something.
Guaranteed. Tune in and find out.
That's right.
That's right. Wednesday night if you really need to know. Otherwise, thank you everybody for coming and hanging out with us for this hour. Thanks for telling us your jokes. Thanks for laughing at our jokes. And we'll see y'all next week.
Thank you, Nick. Well done, Nick. Appreciate it.
Yay.
Thank you.
Later, all.
Good night.
Take
Bye,
care.
everybody. Thank you. Thank you all for coming out.
Go ahead, Porcelana.
I did, but I went to smack it twice and I got pee out in the front.
Oh. Greedy girl. Go ahead, I'll wait.
Yeah.
All right. Now we need to get you one of those.
No, thank you. Thank you, Nick. Okay, good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night, Porcelana.
Stay.
Good night, sweetie.
Two.
Good night, Porcelana.